Welcome back, everybody, to Lines in the Library. I'm Mason McCord.
And I'm B. Caligula.
And I'm Mario Santos, in replacement for two of our missing hosts. And we also have another guest today, Brayden.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to say that again?
My name is Brayden S. It's an honor to be on this podcast right now.
Thank you.
We're honored to have you.
We are.
All right. So, do
We're
you...
going to start with our questions for the interview.
All right. So, Brayden, right? What grade are you in? Seventh grade. Interesting.
What do you mean interesting?
I mean, that's like an interesting grade to be in because you're going through. You're in the middle. You're like.
How like you're like interviewing somebody.
What do you mean we are?
Seventh grade is the best year.
Oh, yeah,
I
it was
loved
pretty good.
7th grade. We're all 8th graders.
True.
It's
so hard.
Hey.
I hate grade. Why can't I say that?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Do you have any favorite hobbies or clubs you go to?
Oh, hobbies. I have a lot of favorite hobbies I love.
Well, just count down all of the hobbies.
Okay. One of my favorite hobbies, I love to draw. I love to sketch. I love to paint. I love reading too. That's how I get some of my free time in. And I also love learning about different languages, cultures, and many religions because I became a Muslim. So that's one of the greatest things that's happened to me so far. And being here in 7th grade made me see a lot. Yeah.
That's really interesting. Well, you have to stop using the word interesting. So Brayden, do you have any food or favorite things? Like, just name not all the favorites. Bring it down to 5, but 5 of your favorite things. Top 3 favorite things.
Favorite things?
Yeah, favorite food or favorite anything. It could be food. It could be video games.
Literally anything. Just your favorite 3.
Okay. Growing up, I haven't played a lot of video games, but my favorite foods, I don't really have a lot of favorite foods of any type.
Okay, fine. Your 3 favorite books.
Books?
So
Okay.
far. You don't have to name
No.
of all time, but
Okay.
that you've read so far.
My 3 favorite books. One, what was it called? Of course, Muhammad Ali was one of my favorites too, because that's the one I really remember and really stuck to me. And second one was Light of the Tiger, something like that. And then my third one, it was this biography of God. He was a comedian. I can't remember his name. But those 3 are my favorite books right now. But I'm reading a lot more history books. Those ones really catch my eye.
So I'm guessing you're pretty good in history, huh?
Yeah.
So
Are you any clubs in sports?
Sports. Yes, I'm in track right now. I play football and I play basketball. And I might play more football next year in 8th grade, but those are I'm really good at. Athletics, and yeah.
You're a pretty athletic kid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say you get tired most of the time, or do you think you can keep going?
I think I can keep going because growing up, I was in track a lot, and I did long distance. I ran for 1600, which is a mile, and I beat it by I ran one time. I remember I ran 4 minutes and 1 second, and that was the biggest, the fastest I ever ran in that club. I ran for a YMCA.
All right. That's really cool. We got to meet you,
Yes.
which is really nice.
It was fun meeting you guys too.
Yeah. So we're gonna go into our next segment. One of our famed games. Well, not famed.
Our favorite games.
Our favorite games. Check in or check out. And I'm really scared to be starting this one because
Usually Kenyon.
Kenyon and Aaliyah kind of lead this one. So we're kind of just like testing out the waters, y'all. Testing out the waters.
All right. So do you want to?
I want to explain.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So check in
Come on, dude.
or check out is a game where we discuss things that we like and things that we don't like. And check in means that you want to take it with you. Check out, And check out means that you want to take it with you. Check in means that you don't want it. You just want to like take it away.
What? Oh, jeez, Rania.
Okay. So, our first topic is chunky jewelry. What's your thoughts on chunky jewelry?
What do you mean by chunky jewelry?
Like, okay, so, like, really oversized pieces of jewelry. Like, I know people, like, wear sweaters, like, simple sweaters and T-shirts and stuff, and then they put, like, really chunky pieces of, like, gold or jewelry on top.
Like the big chains that
Yeah. Like, I think that's a thing right now, like, a big fat thing.
Yes, it is a thing. A lot of rappers do that, too.
Yeah.
And famous people which started it. My thoughts on it, personally, since it's like up and going right now, I don't really mind it.
Yeah.
But if I had a choice to not allow it, but for it not to be there, I wouldn't want it to be there because it's really
distracting.
It's really distracting because you can be just. How do I explain?
No,
Does it distract your eyes? And
Yeah,
make
sometimes
you-
distract your
It takes
eyes.
away from the main concept of an
yes.
outfit. I feel like I feel like it works for some people. Like I remember I was looking through an Elle magazine the other day for some weird reason. I don't know, weird things. But I remember the fashion magazine the magazine was the front cover had a model who was wearing this really oversized sweatshirt and she had like big fat chains over it. And it did not fit in. But I've seen it on actual people. I would check this one out.
Would you check it in or out?
Check it out.
You would check it out?
You like it?
What about you, Ronnie?
I want to check in. I don't know. I really like smaller jewelry.
I agree, but I honestly don't care. Also, I've had to get used to it because I'm Indian and I'm actually kind of used to wearing heavy pieces of jewelry right now.
I think I'll also check out because like I don't really mind if someone wears chains, but like if they really need it, or if they really want to wear it, they can wear it. I don't mind.
Yeah. Second topic, and I just thought up of this one, so like we're kind of just going with it. With the flow. Yes, with the flow. I agree. Well, not strong perfume, but like perfume in general.
Perfume in general?
Like, do you guys prefer like outgoing scents?
Well,
Like at all?
I mean,
Like strong
Like strong scents?
I mean, here's the thing: men don't really have perfume; they wear
Cologne, fine. Perfume/cologne. Does that make you feel better?
Yes.
Yeah. We're being all inclusive here, y'all. But like seriously, perfume, body spray, body mist,
Body
the
mist?
scents, all the scents. How do you guys feel about that?
I feel about it. I feel it's called check out. I feel check out.
Oh, you want to check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it helps a person more, or do you just think it's just cool in general?
I feel like it helps a person more.
I feel like
Cause we all have that one friend that smells so musty,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Someone.
I had a little phase with those tiny little sample bottles of perfume. I used to keep them in my room,
Oh.
and if I wanted to smell a certain way, I would like
Spray
use
it on
it.
you.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like. I mean, it sounds kind of wrong, but the way someone smells kind of tells a lot about somebody.
Oh, come on. You can't just say that's like saying smelling a book by its cover, which is weird, but it's
If a book smells like cheese pizza, most likely somebody put cheese pizza in there.
not
Just saying.
necessarily. They could have just cooked cheese pizza. You know.
Still kind of disgusting. Anywho,
Okay.
what about you, Ronnie?
Based on how much they use, I would
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
like in my class. There's this guy who just uses too much. Every time I walk past his chair, I just get a whole whiff, and I have to walk around it like it's like some kind of dome.
Oh my gosh, no, because people, when they think that things smell bad in like a room or something, if like the room smells bad, they will spray perfume to try and cover it up. But really
Yeah.
all it does is mingle with the smell and make it worse. Like I remember we were dissecting frogs last year,
Oh god.
and people kept on spraying perfume, and I was like
I,
this close to throwing up every time I'd come into the room.
bro.
It was so bad.
I remember doing that, and the smell, bro. I thought I was gonna pass out and hit my face on the frog, cause
Yeah.
bro.
Nope, absolutely not.
So I kind of check out with this because I know cologne and perfumes, they do help sometimes, and I like how they.
Also like aromatherapy, y'all.
Oh yeah, aromatherapy is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I check out on this one. What about
Alright.
you guys?
I already said check in.
All right. You?
I said check out.
You already said checked out. You.
I said.
Okay, so then we all.
All right. Well,
Said
the next. Or wait,
Okay.
Was that our third one?
That was our second one.
Okay. Third.
So we. I don't know. Come up with another.
All right, I have one. So, do we all agree on what are they called? The you guys ever notice how some people in the hallways they'll have those like long rubber bands on their arms? You guys never seen that?
What? Okay, that's a different thing. That's a
You mean
different
like these like long?
Oh yeah, like long little keychains on their wrist or long rubber bands.
Hold on, show me.
Oh,
Cause I
Sorry,
don't know
you
what
guys
he's
can't
talking
see
about.
this. Like long bracelets.
Just like long-
and little
Oh, like charm
like
bracelets.
God, I love those.
I love them too.
Me too.
Okay,
Jesus.
my culture has so many of those everywhere. Have you guys? If I could, I'd wear bangles to school every single
Bangles?
day.
yeah, I've been to India before. Yes.
I'd wear bangles to school every single day, but obviously can't do that. So like,
Yeah.
that wouldn't work out in my favorite choice.
Yeah, isn't it? Wait, bangles are. They go on your head. Oh, shoot! I'm sorry. Never mind. I don't know anything. Whoopsies.
But yeah, that concludes check in or check out. And now we're gonna talk about our main topic, open book.
Open book. That's what we're
Open
gonna
book.
call it. Our last segment.
We've settled on a name, y'all. It's amazing.
I know.
Yeah, we were talking with Kenyon and Aaliyah the other day. We had like a meeting and we decided on open book because, yeah.
Yes, it's library themed. It's cool.
It's amazing. Mason's actually the one who suggested
I
it.
am. Thank you.
Yeah, we're actually giving somebody credit over here. So, we're reflecting on Black History Month because A, we did not meet the deadline for this episode.
Yeah.
And B, because it's cool and yes.
And we should all celebrate it. Now, what are your opinions on Black History Month? Do you think everyone should celebrate it, and why?
I mean, there's really no way of celebrating it, but remembering what Black people have went through to earn, to fight through slavery and all of that. So there's really no no
way of
celebration.
I feel like celebration's not the word for it, but
yeah,
Okay,
Remembrance?
Well then, remember.
remembrance. Yes.
like
Cause growing up, my mom, she would really wake me up every day of Black History Month, and it's kind of like we were used to, you just learn about it. You learn about it through your family or your schools and stuff.
Yeah.
They teach
Yeah.
you about it. Yes,
and
that's what she would do.
what we wanted to touch on with Black History Month that I don't think people touch on as much anyway is that everyone needs to remember. It's not
Yeah.
just for
Yes.
Black people. Like,
Cause and I also feel like they're many of the government are over exaggerating it by telling us that for Black History Month, they tell the schools to teach us that we were slaves. No, we had rich past. We were kings, we were queens until they came and took us.
and it sort of like shines a light on people of color, because I remember as a kid, growing up, the only month that I remembered that like kind of like
Impacted you?
impacted me, the one that like we would specifically remember in elementary school was Black History Month and Women's History Month, except Black History Month was the most important one because they would make such a big fat importance out of it. But I learned just recently that there is a month dedicated to every single race and ethnicity,
Oh.
and gender, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool. I've been getting into that. Like, for a while I thought my month was May,
Yeah.
but it's not. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not. It's actually October. October is National Hindu Month, and I did not know that. So that kind of started things out for me.
You learn something new.
I learned something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think it's also an important time to recognize, like, Black women, because...
It's the start of Women's History Month, y'all.
Exactly.
We love Women's History Month.
Exactly.
But this is a great time to talk about a lot of Black women, and women of color.
Mm-hmm.
It's really important.
It is really important, because I don't think we realize that when we try to mention history about another race, we usually just skim over the top, and sometimes we can miss important people that are, like,
Yeah.
in there.
And, yeah, it's just really cool.
It is. Well, I think we're almost running out of time.
We are
Yeah.
almost running out of time.
Well, it was great to talk to
It
you.
was great to talk to you guys too.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun.
Yeah. If you want, you can tell us some more about what you do after school.
Close it off for us.
Yeah.
Close it off? Okay. I want to say for everyone who's listening or listening to this podcast, I want to say choose time wisely, basically. Don't get caught up in every situation that's not evolving around you or anyone you love. And also learn something new every day. You can learn something new every day. Sometimes you gotta just listen to other people's opinions, even if it's something about you that you did wrong or something, because you learn something new and how to behave. And I really feel that's one of humanity's important of doing. They need to work on just listening to each other.
Well, you're the wisest 7th grader right now.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Tell me about it.
the library is now closed. We hope
see
you'll
you
join
again.
us for our next episode, and see ya.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.